Welcome to the hardest episode of Most Controversial we have ever recorded, as Charlie faces the ultimate challenge in trying to stop Griffin and I from talking about sports for the entire episode.
Yep.
This is like we've had episodes like this before. There have been some times.
Oh my god.
That Charlie
I'm not
has had
gonna
to really
I'm not
put in
gonna
the
stop
legwork.
you. You know what?
Can we
I'm not
just-
gonna
can we just
stop
talk
you
about
because
Luka
I
Doncic
am
the entire
mad.
time?
I'm fucking
You're
mad
mad.
because they didn't get Bronny James on the fucking Mavericks.
I
I'm in
cannot
tears.
believe
That would have
They
been
didn't
so
get
awesome. Trading Bronny James. is part of that. I didn't even think about that.
I'm so
That would've
mad
been
at
so
them
sick.
at Miriam Adelson for fucking, I'm not gonna say it, but like she doesn't want that franchise to win, and that's why she didn't get Bronny James.
Yeah, I'm not
there.
gonna say it, but we all know.
We all know why she didn't do it. It's because he's so politically active.
I think it's
and
pretty
along
cool.
with being such a good player.
Can you imagine getting traded at work because you're too fat? If your boss is like, "We're sending you to the other office because you weigh 275 pounds," and that's just kind of not how we do things here.
Is he? I always thought it was like a fucking like Pierce Brosnan's wife situation where we all just have fun saying he's fat.
He's
even though
pretty. He's
like-
pretty out of shape for. By the way, I
Is
didn't
he?
have.
I
Fun.
mean,
They
actually
said he
thought
was
it
up to
beautiful.
270. That's what I was seeing.
Doesn't
Yes.
being one of the best basketball players kind of negate?
It doesn't-
acting
Oh yeah, no,
because
it
you're out
does
of
not
shape?
matter at all. Like,
It
it's
doesn't
incredible.
matter.
Like they should not have done this.
Yeah,
No, I like it. I think it's cool.
yeah. No, I approve of every trade that the NBA ever makes because trade is the lifeblood of nations.
I was really
Literally.
laughing at the idea of like an NFL team trading their best defensive, like a Hall of Fame caliber defensive tackle because he wasn't fat enough. Like Dexter Lawrence gets shipped to like
Yeah.
the fucking Commanders or something because he's too skinny.
Too
Yeah.
thin.
Oh, you were
None of-
thinking
this doesn't
you were
even make
thinking
sense,
about
though.
that, huh?
No, fuck off. He doesn't
Sorry.
like there's I can't come up with a fucking analog for like
There isn't one.
how big the I fucking it'd be like if like Lamar Jackson got shipped to another team tomorrow. Like it is insane.
It's
What was it for any play? What was it? It was for like draft picks and then like one
Anthony
player.
Davis, who is
Anthony
a good
Davis.
player but is much older and not as good.
yeah. He's like top
It
10-ish,
is-
and he's always.
It is
hurt,
funny
and-
that like people like try to like impose or people talk about like Miriam Adelson being like I guess like a partial owner of the Mavericks and then
I think
like
she fully owns the Mavs.
she fully owns them and then like of the two
Yeah.
best players she's like super Zionist but then she doesn't trade of the
Kyrie,
two best
yeah.
players yeah she doesn't trade him maybe there's something we don't know
I
about,
am
about him
desperately like praying for Kyrie to start doing bullshit again. I need Pete Kyrie back. I need Kyrie to like sit out and go protest on college campuses, even though they aren't really doing that anymore.
he's like 34 right
Something he might also be 32.
That's,
he's like
you know.
class of 2009. However old James Harden is, Kyrie is. I think.
Why is
No,
it-
that's wrong.
it says here that he's
Kyrie was
47 years old
2011.
oh he's 32
He's 32.
Yeah.
wow he's
I just think
800
it's so-
years old
Imagine being the Mavs GM and you're sitting and you're like, God, I'm so happy I just traded for Anthony Davis. He's so good. Our team is going to be awesome. And then Shams posted the trade and everyone's like, you're hacked. Please post proof that you're not hacked. I need to see video of you
Did
saying
did
that
you
this
see
happened.
that video of the guy like freaking out at the bar?
No, I
This
didn't.
is like,
Did you-
I normally like people like love like faking their reactions to this sort of thing.
Mhm.
Like playing up like, oh my god, this guy like broke his TV.
Yeah, Knicks-
There was
Knicks
like
fans.
a genuine horror in what that guy was doing. Like
I
I would, if it ends up being fake, I'm fucking stupid. But you could. There was a Lovecraftian despair. In that
I wish
man's
there was a
soul.
way. I wish there was a way for it to wind up being fake now. Like it was revealed that it didn't actually happen.
Luca fails his physical with the Lakers and the trade
Uh-huh.
gets canceled.
That's what I'm thinking, that he like has AIDS.
Yeah.
And that's why they traded him, because it
I'm
doesn't make
looking
any
at-
sense.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for a list of first overall picks in the NBA draft, and the first one was Clifton McNeely, selected by the Pittsburgh Ironmen. But there's a little
Whoa.
there's a little citation that says he never actually played professional basketball. Instead, he became a high school basketball coach in Texas, and he was
you know
5'10".
Good thing.
That's really funny.
And the second first round pick was for the Providence Steamrollers, Andy Tonkovich, and his stats as an NBA rookie were 2.6 points per game.
I Did you guys see that they were protesting outside the Mavs stadium today?
I feel like there would be a bigger protest. I saw that picture and it was like 8 people.
Yeah, but did you see that there was a group of people who brought a coffin to the to this protest, and they're like, the Mavs are dead, and they like paid to have a
That
cool
rocks.
blue coffin.
That's
Pretty
really funny.
sick. Basketball is awesome. They don't
They,
do
they
Yeah.
this.
bring a coffin with an actual Dracula in it.
They don't do this in
It's
other
like once,
sports.
once we wait till nighttime, you guys are fucked. We're gonna pop this thing open and let him loose.
Anthony Bennett was like a bust first round draft pick, right?
Yeah, you suck big time.
Okay, that's what I thought because I was looking at I was sorting
There's
by
a cool
like
there's a cool
point.
video of Bill Simmons is on the call, like he's on the panel for ESPN during that. And when they draft Anthony Bennett, he goes, "Whoa!"
I just
Really
like looking
fun.
at I'm just looking at the early draft picks, and it's like a guy that like was like 5'7" and worked as a janitor, and like they were like, you look like you'd be great at basketball. Like a lot of these early guys have like little citations that say like he was technically the first round draft pick, but he was hit by a train before. I mean
Yeah,
that's not one of them, but yeah, Dick Ricketts. This guy's just a baseball player.
Dick Ricketts.
Dick Ricketts, he played for the. Wait, hold on. Yeah, he was in the NBA draft. He played for 3 years, and then he just played baseball. That's
Pretty
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. All right. Cat extermination. I went to pest control.
Oh,
I have a few dozen
Speaking of-
feral cats that I need to get rid of. I've tried repellents to no success. Is there any good sheep poison that have a minimized effect on what little wildlife is left?
Oh my God.
This is from user That's Genocide.
whoa.
Whose profile was created October 14th, 2023.
This is the post they're doing in 50 years later sequel series to Mao's, where the mice form their own Israel.
Yeah. I have a few dozen feral cats. Is crazy. There are just like 30 feral cats hanging out in your backyard.
Yeah, his first post is on r/DIY, and he says, door handle for metal shed is weirdly large. Any ideas on how to find an appropriate handle? Which, it's like, wait, isn't
Weirdly
DIY
large.
like you make the appropriate handle? It's like, where can I buy a handle?
Well, yeah. Where do you find it?
I guess, yeah.
You got to make it yourself.
And then he's like looking for mushroom ideas. He's in Central Maryland, which
Mushroom
I guess
ideas.
yeah,
There should be a
yeah.
mushroom that's purple and has polka dots.
Wait, he's getting. There's a cat infestation in Central Maryland.
There should be a mushroom that's made out of swords. I think that would
Oh
be
my god, that
badass.
would be fucking sick. There should be a mushroom that smells like a gun. And it tastes like gun smoke when you eat
Smells.
it.
Wait, Central Maryland is just Baltimore. Why isn't he? Whatever.
There should be a mushroom that you could eat, and it's like a hallucinogen, but instead of making you hallucinate, it makes you an ultimate weapon in combat.
It makes you see
Baltimore
it makes you
cat
see things as they really are.
infestation.
It makes your vision
Yeah.
more clearer.
Yeah, you
100.
can see people's attacks before they come. You get premonitions of how people are going to hit you, and you become like Neo in the Matrix.
All right, I guess there are a lot of stray cats in Baltimore.
Neo in the Matrix was kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
He didn't even do anything.
4,000-year-old mushroom that teaches you kung fu discovered in Peruvian jungle. Dude, have you guys tried eating the mushroom that makes you learn kung fu?
I haven't. I'm worried it will make me say strange things in a strange accent.
Punching your trip sitter in the face because you took the mushroom that makes you learn kung fu.
I want to be. I should volunteer to trip sit strangers more. Not because like I wouldn't do the thing where I like try to scare them. I just genuinely think it's fun to hang around people who are becoming the stupidest they've ever been, and they just like watch TV and freak out and cry. I think that's fun to me, to my twisted brain.
Well, you've got a one twisted ass mind if you think that's funny.
I do have. Have I told the story on here about how I was trip sitting someone and we were watching a Mike Birbiglia special and he was like, "Turn it off! I don't like this," because he thought Mike Birbiglia's face was a mask. He thought that he was wearing a mask.
I think I was one time tripping around Olive, and I think she like brought up something like somebody like stupid tweeted, like, you know, like one of those people who like always tweet something stupid. I can't remember who.
Like
And I just like
freaking
had to
Donald
turn to her and
Trump.
be like, you need to stop talking about that. You're going to die.
Like just like eating her phone out of her hand. Yeah,
busting her
yeah,
because she's
dude. I was so
bad.
high last night. I ate my phone. I was so crazy. Can I read this one with the what what type of ant?
Yeah, this is a great picture. It's really wholesome, and I love looking at it. I'm gonna make it
Um,
the episode art.
yeah, I think you should make this remove Ty's cool drawing that she made and
Yeah.
replace it with this photo. Left my burger out for an hour, and right when I come back to eat it, I open it to this crying emoji. My fault, but does anyone know what type of ant this is? And it's a photo of a half-eaten burger covered in ants.
I opened this subreddit, and this was the first thing I saw. From 3 hours ago.
What kind of ant is this?
Someone says unironically free protein, which I'm going to take him on his word that he's being unironic and say no. That's like
It's free protein. It's ants.
No,
dude.
it's like
You gotta eat the
yeah,
bugs.
It's like what? Like how many grams of ants is that? That's like 0.1 grams of ants, and they're covering the burger.
You could probably still eat it. I don't think it's
What
a
if
big
it
deal.
tasted good as fuck though? Burger ant or ant burger?
Ooh.
Would you guys
I've
eat
also-
bugs if they had
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
at like a restaurant? Yeah.
Yeah, no. If they were really good
I really
bugs,
don't-
I'd try the bugs.
I don't think there's an animal I wouldn't
if the
eat.
goy slop is poppin', then yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Are you guys excited to bring goy slop and bug bars to the fucking
Ooh, child,
Super
this
Bowl
goy
party?
slop.
Yeah.
I've
Hey,
just
what's
been
the deal
looking.
with airline gore slop?
White people don't even season their goy slop.
I've just been looking up random animals on here like condor to see if there's anyone that's dealing with those infestation. No one's dealing with the condor infestation, unfortunately.
Walrus.
But walrus, yeah, falcon. Fuck. What are some other ones?
Sponge.
Dog would be. What's like a pet? Not like a dog. I don't know.
Hamster.
Hamster. No,
I
but those
can't
are.
come up with anything funnier or grosser than snails, and French people already do that. Like, what's
Yeah.
the grossest, slimiest animal you could possibly eat as a joke? Oh, wait,
Sea
it's
cucumber.
a staple of French cuisine.
Sea cucumber, bro.
Sea cucumber, I guess.
And Japanese
See,
people
I also
eat that.
I never like shellfish. Is the other thing. Like, I don't fuck with. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't like most seafood.
fake New Englander.
No, honestly, like all my family gives me shit for that like all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
wait,
dude.
Fuck, if you lived in Boston for 20 years.
crab.
You fucking
They're
lobster.
giving you
What is wrong with
beautiful,
you?
beautiful whole lobster standing on a plate, and you're like, I don't like this.
Oh my god.
You're like
That
feeding
is-
it. You're like feeding it to your dog. You're just eating. What if I like seafood, but just the shell? I don't like the meat stuff inside. I like dipping the shell in the butter and crunching
Oh,
on it.
my
It's
house
like
has
the
been
blood of the
infested with
seafood.
lobsters. I hate this so much.
I went to a gun
What's
range
it?
today, and they were selling hot dogs at the gun range, and I ate like 4 gun range hot dogs. They were so good.
Wait, hold on. Here's a I what the
And the
fuck
hot
is
dogs kind of
this
smelled
po-
like gun smoke. Mm.
Yeah, wait. Let me nah, that was a gun barrel player. Will fish
I was
will
thinking
fi-
they should like shoot the hot dogs out of the, like they have these things that they shoot clay pigeons out of, like the skeet shooter things. I want someone to shoot a hot dog
Wait,
like in the
hold
air,
on.
and I shoot it with a gun.
I want to read this one. Will fish eat mice? So my house has a bit of a mouse problem. I haven't used poison, only snap traps and glue traps. Unfortunately, I don't have a cat, but my backyard has quite a large stock pond with fish like largemouth bass, bluegill, perch, catfish, and even some frogs, many of which are quite big. I was wondering if these fish will eat mice, since my alternative to a cat is to and in a few live traps among the lethal ones, let them accumulate dozens of mice, and then dump all the mice in the pond. I like how we can't just throw the mice away.
No, you
That's
have to
never an
dump them in the
option.
pond. I like the idea of dumping all the mice in the pond after they have been thoroughly poisoned.
Oh god, he was suspended. Fuck, Allosaurus 44. I want to know more about his pond.
It would have been funny if he was like, "Yeah, well, fish eat mice. I have a pond full of piranhas in my backyard. I don't know if they'll eat that."
Yeah. I mean, if I had, I would be looking for any reason to use the piranhas in my backyard.
I've
Looks
got
like he's-
I've got killed a spider in my college dorm and stressed out. What do I do now?
Okay.
I feel like you're done. Isn't that
Yeah,
it?
you did it.
Aren't you finished?
There might be, yeah.
I
Well, no,
always-
spiders hunt in packs.
And
I
there's one
always thought
really
it was-
big spider who gives them commands.
Yeah.
Like the player character. in
There's a
Strategy.
queen bee, yeah.
I've always thought it's kind of weird that people like.
arachnophobia. Shut up, Griffin.
Well,
Scared of
I
all.
will-
Shut up, Griffin.
But I have an observation.
Oh, what is it?
I always thought like when people
Shut up,
kill
Griffin.
bugs and they like flush them down the toilet, I always thought that was like unbecoming. Like it's rude.
What
feel
do
like
you do
they're
with
dead,
them
they don't really
instead?
care.
It's overkill to flush the bug down the toilet. It's already dead. Just throw it outside.
That's
Or
how I
throw it
felt
in the
about
trash.
poop.
What if you're closer to the bathroom than the window? Owned. Got him.
Yeah,
Got him.
you got me.
Griffin.
You
What
did
if you
got
have
me.
what if you have a stock pond that you could throw them in?
Yeah, what if you have a stock pot and you make bug stock to make delicious bug soup?
Did you remember to get bug broth from the supermarket?
It's like super gelatinous and brown.
You have to keep it at like a high temperature. It starts to solidify. like what happens when you leave
Yeah.
fat in the
Oh,
fridge.
oh yeah.
You just have to keep your oven on at like 175 at all times.
And the smell of
leave it at
smell
too
of
low a
roasted
temperature,
bug
the
fills
comes
the
back to
house.
life.
Is the spider a
Anyway.
bug?
Well, this guy's elaborating. I have really, really bad arachnophobia, parentheses, scared of all insects, honestly. And there was a brown house spider, parentheses, I think. I don't really know the specific type, and I cannot look at pictures of them without having a panic attack. I am seeing a picture of a spider and just immediately, like, freaking out is pretty funny.
I don't know. Some people are like that.
Really?
Yeah, no, I had like someone in high school in my friend group that would just be like, she would just like freak the fuck out if like there was ever an image of a spider.
Like a picture at all?
I don't
I guess,
like
you know what, that
spiders.
makes sense, though. Like, I feel like it's like trypophobia, but for
Bugs
spiders.
are scary.
Trypophobia is
They
for
have freaky
satisfying
moving
images.
legs.
No, trypophobia is for weird holes.
I know,
like
that's
weird
what, but
holes.
people just like looking at those images.
I was
They-
watching...
Yeah, I want to
They're
fuck on the
lying.
holes.
I was
Oh,
watching
yes.
The Righteous Gemstones earlier today, and there's a bit in season 3 where one of the characters gets like punched in the face really hard, and like the entire like side of his eye just like swells up and starts
Oh,
to
yeah.
like close. And every time I saw him on screen, I was like, I don't like looking at this guy right now. Can you
It's
take him
icky.
off?
Every time I saw that, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do to Gus.
No,
I thought
no,
that
you're
to
not.
myself.
Cap. Also, in context, that would mean that wait, let me think. Oh no, that would mean you were sleeping with my wife. I wouldn't like that. Never mind.
That's
Don't do
right.
that to me.
I'm only gonna do one of those things.
I am in Northeast U.S., if that helps with identification. And the spider fell onto my bed in my college dorm room last night. No one else in my suite was there because it was Thanksgiving break, and it was really late. That's gotta suck, man. You're the only person home for Thanksgiving. You're like, damn, this sucks. I hope the one thing I'm most scared of doesn't drop from the ceiling onto me while I'm sleeping. The spider, like, drops onto his bed, and he, like, pulls out, like, a tiny spider-sized scroll and tells him that his
Yeah.
parents are getting divorced.
And it's landed on my roommate's antique vase, so I can't hit it without the vase shattering.
And it was really late, so I just jumped out of bed and watched it crawl onto my pillow and into the inner surface of my bed because I was literally paralyzed with fear. I slept in the common room that night and cleaned out my room in the morning, but I could not find the spider. Then, just as I was giving up and hoping it had left, it crawled out from between the drawers underneath my bed and scuttled toward the vents and disappeared again. At this point, I was completely frantic and turned my room upside down to find it, but to no avail. I ordered spider repellent and a killer spray and basically doused my room in it. Finally, just as I was giving up hope, I saw it again. Not sure if it came out because of the pesticide, in the middle of the floor and sprayed it with the killer spray, which didn't seem to work at first. I then chucked my boot at it, which bounced off. It was still moving, so I kept spraying until it stopped. It sucks, man. Like, this 300-foot tall giant spraying you with Agent Orange, throwing a shoe at you, and then spraying you with more Agent Orange until you die.
Yeah, I'm the one who's afraid of you.
In the middle of the floor and sprayed it with killer spray, which did... Okay, no, I read that already. I approached it, but it started moving one of its legs, so I sprayed it more until it completely stood still. I then bolted to get my vacuum, sucked it in because I was too scared to look at it, but it was gone after. I'm stressed about three things. Firstly, which type of spider it was. Okay, I feel like we're past that, man.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. You got it. You're good.
Like someone's like like this is actually the benevolent spider who brings joy and prosperity to people. God damn, I shouldn't have fucking killed it.
It's like a Rime of the Ancient Mariner situation where he kills the spider and he has to wear it around his neck, and everything gets worse for him. And if it was a different one every time, and it's actually an infestation. Secondly, whether killing it means more will come to look for it.
Okay, come on.
Sure. That would be crazy though if you get the fucking cancer spider.
They have a sense, yeah. They have a sense of revenge.
Yeah, this is just like a Spartan army of house spiders marching through his vents to claim revenge.
That's what happens in Garfield comics. Is the spiders seek out revenge. That's the only time that happens.
And well, secondly, if killing it means more will come to look for it, and if it managed to escape, and if its carcass is not in the vacuum, dude, you killed the shit out of this thing. It's not escaping. He's treating it like it's Rasputin. Like you fucking.
This is what happens.
The spider's dead. He's just like living alone.
This is what happens when we raise our children
alone
on
in the dorm,
Garfield.
losing his mind, fantasizing, like hallucinating terrible spider councils in his peripheral vision.
Thirdly, I feel incredibly guilty about killing it. This really is consuming all my thoughts. I cannot step foot in my room for more than a couple of seconds because I'm so paranoid and I feel/see spiders everywhere. I can't even sleep. What do I do? There's no one here I can talk to because no one I know is on campus. All right, you have summoned the spider's curse onto yourself. It's over.
I'd like to read this one. Rat gave birth in shoe.
No.
Ray gave birth in shoe. Sorry.
Ray gave birth.
So a rat gave birth in my shoe a couple months ago, and I've had those shoes put away, and I have not worn them. Should I wear them again? Is it safe to?
I like to imagine that they're like Jordans. They're like
yeah, I know.
Ones.
Like they honestly have to be for him to like want to wear them. For him to have not thrown them out after there were like a bunch of baby rats in them leads me to believe that they were.
If they're like work boots. Oh, I also like this this interaction in the comments where someone says, "I feel like I'm missing some backstory here," and then someone replies to them to this person and say, "Me too, you/cum bubble mystery. Me too." Who is the person that originally left that comment?
Cum bubble mystery. By the way, and OP replies to this. They say that there is no backstory, but a rat has given birth in a pair of shoes in the house before this one. So this is not the first time a rat has given birth in a pair of shoes.
Yeah. Oh, this person's also posting on Severance Apple TV Plus.
No spoilies, bruh.
Yeah. And they also said in r/Trader Joe's, limited edition shortbread cookies are really tasty, and it got removed by the moderators. And they're also in r/Clocks.
Posting in r/Trader Joe's like, the cashier was really nice to me.
Removed. Yeah, so wait, let me read one. I like this one just because I was just looking up different animals I like. Rock hyrax, parentheses dassies. How do I get rid of dassies? I have a wooden cottage which is built on a steep slope overlooking thick brush. Whenever it rains or is cold, dassies en masse shelter beneath the house. Their favorite resting place is on top of the electrical geyser, which provides warmth. These furry buggers are destructive as hell, eating almost all vegetation in sight, and causes multiple and costly water pipe leaks. Their screeching and scratching at the wood at night gives my tenants sleepless nights. It smells like a zoo enclosure down there because of the thousands of pellet-like droppings. I've tried fencing off access to the underside of the building from a chicken mesh 1.7 meters high and buried the bottom end in the sand, but they somehow managed to get over or under it. Gotta say that despite their awkward shape and size, that they're capable of some surprising gymnastics. I don't want to poison them and wouldn't know how to anyway, since there's lots of wild birds around. I've tried shooting them with my Gammo air rifle as they bask in the sun, but they're surprisingly tough. Baffles me as I can easily and consistently put a pellet through both sides of a tin can at 25 meters. I'd expect at 15 meters a headshot would easily kill them, but that's not the case. I've taken many shots with them scurrying away, only to return a few minutes later. There's literally dozens and dozens of them in my neighborhood. And he mentions, oh, by the way, I'm in Eastern Cape, South
awesome.
Africa. Yeah,
Wait,
no.
And there's also this exchange in the comments where someone says, try a few big rubber snakes. And they say, I initially tried this, but had a very limited effect. On the contrary, the rubber snakes placed in my windowsills kept the vervet monkeys at bay for way longer. Monkeys are a problem in South Africa.
Let's take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that.
Let's
take
no,
that
we're
out
not
of
gonna,
context.
no, nothing. No. Nope, not at all.
I just like Hyraxes. One of the guys that I follow.
What is a Hyrax? That's like a little deer guy.
Let me send a picture.
Like
no, it's not a deer guy. It's not a deer guy at all.
Oh, it's like a fatly rat. Oh wait, this guy's awesome. He has Dracula
fangs. Charlie, Griffin, you might be thinking of Dick Dicks.
No,
I am thinking of Dick Dicks. I bet I am.
Yeah, no, they have like little vampire teeth. They're really cute.
That is so sick. Why would you ever want? You could have an army of these at your stead.
I told this
attack
story
your neighbors.
I think I told the story before about the guy that I ran into at an open mic who did comedy in Kenya, and I brought up how I brought up the only person I knew from Kenya who is a guy that I follow on Instagram named Darren Collins, who lives in a hut sort of like that, and it's just like filled with Hyraxes. I said, yeah, that's sort of the only thing I know about him. And the guy was talking to, this is an open mic in Minneapolis. He's like, oh yeah, I know Darren. I do like open mics with him.
I've told the story on here about my dad had a friend from nursing school over for dinner who lived in Africa, and I just kept asking him, like, did you ever see a giraffe in Africa?
Yeah.
Did you ever see a leopard in Africa? And my parents had to be like, you have to stop asking him that.
Did you ever see a dragon in Africa?
Yeah. Did you ever see an Asian elephant in Africa somehow?
He just looks off for a bit because he did. There was an incident.
Bring a lion to Africa, it learns to talk.
Yeah. Was your dad?
I saw that in a movie.
Was your dad a zebra?
You're like 6 years old, but you're like, did you know Patrice Lumumba?
Do you have to fight a lion with a sword if you're in Africa?
That's my favorite Hyrax one I just sent. Lives in
Patrice
Japan.
Lumumba?
Yeah, no, Patrice Lumumba, no. Still alive in...
He was one of the greatest Kenyan comics ever. He was on Opie
Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah. Fucking what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, but you shouldn't kill the Hyraxes. One of the things that I learned from following Darren
They're
Collins...
so funny.
They're so funny. I love them. Is that he posted an Instagram reel of like the projector room he had in his house where he watches stuff, and he said that like every night he's had to install like increasing fucking like Home Alone style measures to stop them, and none of it works, from the Hyraxes sneaking into his house through the walls to turn the projector on to sit on top of it because they really like heat. So they just start playing movies in the middle of the night so they can sit on top of the projector. It's very nice. It's very fun. Anyway, did I read one? No, it's just pictures of Hyraxes.
You just read one. I'm gonna read. Neighbor refuses to get rid of bees in her yard. I'm getting stung. What do I do? I cannot go into or mow my backyard at all. Neighbor said she has no money for bee removal. I'm at my wit's end. And I don't know why I like this username. It's Toothpick95.
Gus, looks like you have one you want to read.
Yeah. It's funny when I got to the comments. So the title of this post is, Will this bedbug trap work? My apartment was treated for bedbugs numerous times over the year, and I've had enough of it. The exterminators from my apartment building act like they don't know where to look for any pest the company hires to exterminate, and they always seem to crawl out of the apartment restroom vents or seem to gather within the restroom tub. So I was thinking of a remedy. However, I'm not sure if it'll work. wanted to try cutting my hand and let my blood drip within a little sauce container that you could find at McDonald's.
I
I
think
don't
this
think they
will
love
work.
blood that much. Yeah. Oh, have a cauldron of blood like
This guy is
Moog.
trying to do like Naruto jutsus to
You know,
get rid of his
you know,
pest
this is
problem.
why Peter Thiel has bed bugs, and that's why he has the blood boys, right? He just lets them
Yeah.
lay in his bed, and they fucking
Mhm.
gorge on the blood boy, and they die. So, actually, have respect for him.
I'm
He's
trying
dealing
to
with
do ancient
pests.
Viking blood magic to get these bugs out of my apartment.
No, this is what you do in Elden Ring. Hold on, I really want to. Really want to read this one.
Yeah,
How many?
this is an alternate route to fighting Moog. Also, not
Yeah.
done.
He's not even
Wanting to
close
fill it
them.
up to the top, place it in each area where I saw bed bugs, restroom, in closet, and near the bed, while also mixing in bleach, dish detergent, and apple cider vinegar. Would this work to attract bed bugs and kill them? And the top response is no bed bugs are attracted to CO2. The second top comment is no. And the third top comment is this is absolutely the worst idea I've ever encountered for pest control.
But the OP's response to that is very insightful. But they sure do sense my body, which will be in close proximity to the trap.
And the guy
So
responds, in
that's
which case
pretty
they will ignore the trap and go to you.
This guy with an
Awesome,
open
man.
wound.
This is like a 12-year-old's idea of how to fix a pest problem.
I wish
What if I
this
lured
guy's
them out with my blood and they drowned in my blood?
I wish this guy's account was still open because I wanted there to be like a more recent post that was like, "What to do if body is 99% drained of blood
Empty
and I'm
husk.
completely translucent and as thin as a stick."
Oh, I texted my family group chat because I was trying to remember the exact details about what happened to my sister when she was like 4 years old, and she told my parents that she was like, "There's spiders coming out of my chair," and then my parents were like, they went over to look, and they were like, "There aren't any spiders. You're just being neurotic." Not they didn't call her neurotic, but they were like, "No, there aren't any spiders. Don't be afraid of that." And then one day, I guess she was like sitting in the chair, like by herself, just like working on something on like a table, and thousands of spiders erupted out of the chair.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and she, when she was like 4,
Oh my god.
just having that happen, just thousands of spiders.
There is a post I found that is a picture of a dead bug crushed under a bucket, and the title of the post is "Time Sensitive. Is this roach dead?"
I feel like that's pretty easy to verify. You can just sort of go at it again.
I have to take a crap. 1 second.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to read this one. How many space heaters to kill bed bugs? Use both poison and heat. Just how hot do I have to get a 12 by 11 room in order to kill all bed bugs there? And for how long? How about a 900 square foot studio? How many space heaters would you put per square foot or per area? And someone points out, the classic post, "Girl, we're not a Thanksgiving turkey." If you remember that, it needs to be like about 130 degrees in there, and that wouldn't work because we are not a Thanksgiving turkey, child.
I always feel like we were kind of Thanksgiving turkeys, though. I never really got that.
I mean, if you're gonna be doing that, but like, I wouldn't want a Thanksgiving turkey baked at 130 degrees.
Yeah, it does not seem good.
Yeah, maybe that's like, yeah, that's
sticking a thermometer in my homie to check.
yeah,
If he's
yeah, a nice 72
Can
degrees
you carve a hole
internal.
in your abdomen real quick? I need to check your internal temperature.
Yeah, but hold on, let me read the comments. But yeah, people are saying like, yeah, no, you're gonna burn your house down because you need to get it to 130 degrees. I love how much these people like. So many of these are about bed bugs, which I guess makes sense because that's like such a common issue. But I mean, you know what I would do is I would get a new mattress. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they live elsewhere, but I would just get a new mattress.
I feel like the bugs would jump. They would figure it out. I could hear you
Not-
plotting.
Yeah, only if you have a floor mattress, mayo ass, cracker ass, white boy. Unlike
They can jump high.
unlike the beautiful vaulted beds of Africa that stand
What if-
12 feet tall.
if the bugs hide inside the bed frame, and when the mattresses get replaced, they
Fuck.
crawl out of the bed frame and back into the bed?
Girl, feminists are going to be destroyed when they hear that bed frames actually harbor thousands of bugs, and that's why it's a floor mattress.
Checkmate.
Yeah, can you please read the one that I just sent?
Yeah,
I don't really know what it means, but it's really good.
Have to replace bed bug sniffing dog. This is asking every employee at the pet shelter whether these fucking dogs can sniff out bed bugs. Have to replace bed bug sniffing dog. Looking for a replacement for my current bed bug sniffing dog. Does anyone know where I can find used dogs at discounted prices?
I mean, used dog, and it's used in quotation marks.
So fucking funny.
I need used dogs now.
I need used dogs.
I also like, if you go to this guy's profile, you can see where he's been posting, which is in, he's been posting in r/Eagles, presumably, yeah, the NFL team. I didn't know if that was going to be like a superb owl situation, but no, it's the NFL team. He's asking for any other Eagles fans in Milwaukee.
Any other Eagles fans who have used dogs that can sniff out bed bugs?
Yeah,
it's urgent.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay within the Eagles community for this. If you have a used dog,
if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm not taking your fucking dog, dude.
Yeah,
I don't. What do you? I bet a Cowboys fan's dog won't be able to sniff out any bed bugs in January.
He's also on r/cigars asking for good lounges in Milwaukee, which
from my experience, cigars.
Yeah, and he used cigars, which from my experience, Milwaukee is just sort of like a giant cigar lounge as a city.
I'll have to take your word for it. I don't set foot in Wisconsin.
Yeah. I thought you were saying that's a good shtick you got, which really got to me, just in terms of like emotionally undercutting my jokes. But I'm glad that you're just taking my word for it.
There are so many of the posts on this subreddit are just people posting blurry pictures of dead animals, going, "What is this?"
Yeah, no, it's like a spider that it's a spider that they've smashed to death, and they're like, "Is this a black widow?"
Posting a picture of a spider drowning, captioned, "Is this a rat?"
Posting a photo of like one leg, like one spider leg, and like, what is that?
I'm still trying to think of different animals to look up. So I already did hyraxes.
Dude, there's so many. Like, I don't like seeing the pictures of dead mice here, man. It's sad.
Yeah,
They're like crushed in half.
Sniffing dogs.
Yeah, we read that one while you were gone.
That's crazy.
The guy asked where he could buy a used dog.
A used dog, a dog that like, I don't need him to sniff bed bugs that much. Like, so if he's kind of like 50-50, I don't care.
Neighbor has a rat. My neighbor has one rat, as far as I know, in her yard. She just has it chained up, like on a stake.
In the yard? That's no one's problem.
It's like one of those like fluffy Dumbo rats, and it's like, it's just sort of sniffing around and like eating a seed. And she's like, "Kill it! Get rid of it!" She does not want to kill it because her daughter is morally against killing. Ugh. It doesn't really come into my yard, but it runs along the top of the fence. What's this rat doing? This is a very lively rat.
This rat is insane.
I have rat bait.
I wonder if
box.
there's like a person who got just magically shrunk down riding on its back and he needs to get back into the house.
This rat is a Disney protagonist.
Why is the rat just like hanging out in the front yard?
Yeah, this rat is always like crooning at night. It's always doing musical numbers.
Yeah, no wonder the daughter doesn't want to kill the rat. They must be like talking. They must be like girlies. They're talking together.
Yeah. I have a few other good. This is a really good subreddit, by the way. Just if you want to look on your own. Hold on.
I'll read.
It doesn't.
I can read one.
Wait, I'm not done with Nebra's rat. I have rat bait boxes and can add rat bait, but I don't want to encourage it to come into my yard. It may be coming into my yard, but I haven't seen it. So would you recommend I put rat poison in the box? Okay, what does this yard look like where you're always aware of where rats are going and what rats are doing?
He's got like the
rat must
Duty
be huge.
UAV. He's like doing like scans for body heat inside of his kitchen.
It's like I haven't seen the rat come in yet. It's like I haven't You never see rats. Rats are good at hiding. Whatever. So would you recommend I put rat poison in a box and hope that this fixes the problem? I wish I could put rat bait on the fence. I know it runs on, but we both have dogs and don't want to have the poison where dogs could eat it. Advice is appreciated. Why do you care so much about rats? Rats are cuties. I mean, not always.
It's
but
literally not your business what other consenting rats
what this
do
wonderful
in the privacy
Disney
of
rat
their
is
yard and
doing.
fence. Yeah.
Anyway, this is a wasp fell into my dishwasher. Would a high heat cycle kill it? How can you possibly think it would survive that?
I don't know.
You're just like what I will be to be, when there is a bug in your house and you're trying to kill it. It does feel like for a brief moment you start to think that the bug is invincible. Like if you spray it with Raid and it keeps running, you're like, okay, this is a super bug that no one knows about that will
It
never
is a
die.
high heat cycle in a dishwasher. It is going to die 3 different ways.
No, well, I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know where to
But
put
what
this
happens?
question.
What happens if it's like a gremlin? It's a gremlin wasp, and the
It's a
water makes it
gremlin
multiply,
wasp?
and you open the dishwasher, and 500 wasps come out and kill you.
What if they multiply in
She turns
there?
on the high heat cycle, and she's like, "That'll get it." And then she opens it up, and the wasp is now the size of a small dog.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
She's staring at her. I don't know where to put this question, so I thought this subreddit might be fine. Long story short, I was loading dishes from the sink into the dishwasher, and a wasp fell from my spatula into the utensil drawer. Oh, she was making wasp for dinner. That makes sense.
Yeah. She was
I
making
closed the
wasp
dishwasher
gumbo.
door as fast as I possibly could, and it's going through a high heat cycle right now. There was no detergent loaded. This should kill it, right? Side question. I think there are wasps coming in from my kitchen sink, possibly. No. I really
Sure.
doubt that, man. Definitely. They're doing literally doing the itsy bitsy spider thing. Crawling up the fucking water spout. No idea how it got there. No idea how it got there on the spatula. We don't leave windows or doors open, so not sure. And we certainly don't leave a mess in the sink. I suppose it could have come in from elsewhere, and I didn't see any more come up from the sink yet. I ran the... It's not the fucking... God damn it.
No, they're crafty wasps. They'll get in through anywhere.
A wasp in Zora armor fucking swimming up a waterfall as the sink pours water down. I ran the faucet as hot as possible down both drains for about 5 minutes each just in case. Should I call pest control or just see what happens? The drains are covered for now, but I will need to use them eventually. Update. I think the damn thing got eviscerated in there. No trace of a... Epic.
Epic.
I just want to say that I've checked on this person's profile, and they're pretty normal, but they did post in r/Spotify 2018 to 2024. Your top artist Kendrick Lamar. Me, surprise Pikachu face.
God damn.
That rocks.
I really appreciate how that guy just like almost single-handedly made it like really uncomfortable to like Kendrick Lamar, the mosquito.
Gonna be all right.
Yeah. My friend knows his sister, and apparently, I think I said this in the Telegram
And they fuck
chat.
each other.
No, they don't, because he has a black girlfriend that he just keeps telling his family about to the point where they've disowned him. Not because she's black, but just because he's so annoying
He's
about
being
it.
annoying.
Yeah. Which is
That
like,
is so
I think I
funny.
said it's like what MLK would have imagined is a white man and his black girlfriend getting disowned for being so annoying and not because, yeah.
I mean, this turkey seasoning is actually reminding me of my black girlfriend.
Yeah.
I love Thanksgiving and the holidays.
The
Can I
two
read-
families like come to be really good friends around their shared hatred of their children.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
they like adopt her. Can I read? Could this be signs of bats in my bedroom? Is this guano? Woke up this morning with this right next to my head. The first photo has flash, the second does not. Is this guano? Is this a sign of a bat infestation in my house? Am I just really unlucky? There's something small and dark stuck in the top right splotch. I have a lifelong, deep-seated fear of bats, so if this is bats, I want to be able to deal with this immediately. Charger for scale in the third photo. This was right by my head. And it's just a photo of, like, 2 splotches on a bed sheet. They
How-
look like,
how could it
they look
possibly
like
be-
blood, maybe.
It looks. How could it possibly be bats? How would you not notice the bats in your room?
What's this guano?
Yeah, I really wish I could see his account. Someone. Yeah, there's
like,
bats in my
To be
room.
like so afraid of bats that you're like lying in bed and you like hear your house settle or whatever, and you're like, was that a bat?
Yeah.
Guys, I think I saw a bat outside.
Bat infestations are one of the funniest things to me. There's this guy that they would watch on Chapo FYM who tried to be a lifestyle blogger, but each of his videos just inevitably ended up focusing on his bat infestation problem. So he tried to talk about like Pokemon and stuff, but like all the subjects of his
They
blog
were
would
just
be
like
like
bats circling him.
dealing with the bats. There's one video where he fishes a bat out of a toilet. A bat that's in there. You can see that he's when he pulls the bat out of the toilet bowl, there's already pee in there, so he just peed and not flushed. and then he's like, he dries off the bat and he's like, all right, and then he just like lets it go in his attic. He's like, back you go.
So sick.
Back to the attic. Yeah, my parents asked me what I was laughing about a few weeks ago, and I was like, do you really want to know? And they're like, yes, we want to know. Why don't you come show us? I was like, all right. And then they got really mad at me when I showed them Piss Bat.
Piss Bat?
Piss Bat. I think is it my turn? I think it's my turn. Yeah. How do I appease the mice? Humane murder evil. My husband and I found a very small mice nest in the house, and we just moved into. As far as we can tell, it's just one mother and her babies. The walls in the house are not hollow, so there's really nowhere else it could be other than the crawl space. We're working on sealing that up. I don't want to kill them, and I don't want to remove them until the babies have opened their eyes. I just want to keep her. I just want to keep her out of our food. She seems to go for crackers and sunflower seeds. Is there anything that's ideal for satisfying her, and she leaves my damn food alone? I have no problem with donating some bits and pieces. I just don't want her nibbling on an entire pack of crackers. When she could just take two. Like, girl, we're roommates. This is nice. How do I satisfy Miss Mama Mouse? I think you just like get her like a nice little enclosure. So what's this?
Yeah, this is your mouse now.
Trying to appease the mice at the UN Squeakerity Council.
I hate all the people saying like these mice need to be eliminated. It's like, fuck off.
Mice are cool.
Mice are cool. Rats are cool.
Unless you do decide that they deserve to be shot with a gun, because that is way cooler.
This person is also posting an r/medical concussion with the tag pain level 4 to 6.
Dude, the mice owned him. The mice like the episodes of Tom and Jerry where Jerry gets like weirdly buff or something. Like he has like a magic potion. That happened to one of the mice in his apartment, and it grabbed him by his toe and started swinging him over his head.
I like this person. I'm looking at their posts. It looks like they're vegan. They're also posting an r/DPH, which is about the recreational use of DP. I don't know what that is, but their post was removed, and the post did say, "My husband doesn't believe me about the Shadow Man."
That's a great post to follow up. How do I know if I have a concussion?
Yeah, and that was before. The concussion one's from a year ago. This one's from 3 years ago. Also from 3 years ago in sex ed is how do I prevent yeast infections when it's 90 degrees and I don't have AC? I hope she won in her battle to appease mice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a post I found called Terminix Stay Away that is unanswered. This is the worst company I have ever hired. Joined in July 24. They had some merger and didn't process payment for some reason in October and November and sent my account to collections in December without ever contacting me. This was due to their own internal error and sent my information to a third-party debt collector. They then resumed charging my bank account in December as well. Both are illegal under the Consumer Protection Act. I will tell my rep the situation, as he has no idea what's going on. So I tell him face-to-face I'm done, cancel my account, this is shady, and I want nothing to do with this company. Then they charge me again in January. Well, I call in to say, no, we didn't send your info to a debt collector, that's actually us. This is also illegal to misrepresent yourself, collect money. I've spent hours on hold and spoken to 4 different people who say they are canceling my account, but it's still open. Anyone have a good lawyer in Indiana?
Oh wait, hold on. I found a good animal to look up. Hold on. Griffin, can you read one while I find
Sure. UK, what air rifle should I use to kill pigeons? I work in a large warehouse/retail store where approximately a dozen pigeons have nested. They shit absolutely everywhere, including on stock and on store use objects like fire extinguishers and tools. It would cost the business thousands to pay a professional pest control company to deal with them because it's a commercial store, so naturally the business won't do it. But I'm sick of working in a biohazardous environment, and something needs to be done. So recommendations on a suitable air rifle that will one-shot your average pigeon, please?
Shot your average pigeon.
Yeah, this pigeon just got one-shotted by my gun.
Yo, normie
Yep.
pigeons stay getting one-shotted by air rifles.
Oh my god.
I thought,
He
unfortunately,
low-key wasn't cut out for the wing cell lifestyle.
there's a lot of people dealing with a species of mouse called a deer mouse, and I can't find people talking about their issues with deer.
With deer in the house.
Yeah,
Have you searched the word snake? That might be good.
I think I did. I looked up cobra because I was hoping that, but I didn't really find anything. I was hoping that there was someone having an issue with the cobra that they had to.
Just want to say that this person also posted in r/shower thoughts in a jerk off competition. The last person to come came first, but the first person to come comes last.
Woo!
That is pretty fucking deep.
That is true.
Oh wait, there's an auto mod reply that says you appear to have submitted a common or unoriginal thought. The subject has been automatically removed.
Oh, fuck off. Gus, do you want to read one? I think there's still a few more to read that I have yet to send. Let me know if there isn't one, so I can send one.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh wait,
I don't know.
here's
I thought we read all
wait,
of this.
no. Here's a really good one. I'm gonna send it right now. Look at the bottom.
Can I put insecticide in a DJ fog machine?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, always.
Fuck. Okay, I love that the first sentence in the body text is, "I'm sure this is a stupid question, but..."
No.
How so?
This is about dealing with an infestation of DJs, by the way.
Dude, they keep trying to make fucking record scratches on all my fine china, and it's fucking ruining it. I'm sure this is a stupid question, but what would happen if I were to put permethrin-based liquid insecticide in a recreational fog machine? My totally hypothetical goal is to fog my crawl space for spiders. The party fog machine I have is something like this one. Let me know how likely this is to kill me. Thanks! And the top comment is just, what the fuck? No, they don't work the same.
I think they
you
might
can
work
literally
the same.
buy an actual fogger from Lowe's or Home Depot. And the guy responds, I already have the fog machine and it's too tempting to resist. I must know, if this works, then would I be in the running for a Nobel Prize?
Yes, for the guy best at killing spiders, you give it to Joe Ugly, the Reddit user.
This guy is also active in r/nanocurrency and r/Rocket League.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. I really want to read this one. I looked up raccoons, which my favorite little guy. Pepper/bear spray for raccoon and crawl space? Context, I have a raccoon family that broke my foundation vent and have taken up residency in the crawl space as of last weekend. I hired a pest control company that came out and put some mitigation in place, however they are still actively living there. Fortunately, the crawl space where they have entered and are living is very tight, and it would take a very small human to fit down there, so human removal option is off the table. I want them gone, so I can close the barrier and prevent them from entering again, at which point I'm in a live trap. Question, will shooting a can of bear spray with nobody in the house for a few hours into the crawl space through the entry cause them to evacuate immediately, or do I risk them going crazy down there and messing with the subfloor insulation? If not pepper spray, what's some other chemical? Just bear spray a raccoon.
Yeah.
what's
Spraying
it
raccoons
gonna
with
do?
Raid.
Yeah.
A raccoon fell into my dishwasher. Will a high heat cycle kill it?
Yeah. I have seen videos of raccoons that get into people's dishwasher, although those are usually people that own the raccoons. They're like,
Yeah,
what are you doing
yes.
in there? They love getting in there. They're funny little guys. Raccoon.
What is the best way to use essential oil as cockroach repellent?
Whoa.
I love how many posts in this subreddit are either people going like insanely overboard or attempting the most non-effective tactic.
Yeah, attempting to
possibly
kill
use.
a raccoon with like peppermint.
Yeah. Well, there's one person asking if chocolate is toxic to raccoons, and someone's like, no, you're just luring them there. You're just giving them chocolate.
To raccoons. You can feed them arsenic and they'd be chill with it.
Yeah, they will famously eat anything.
Is asking the pest control subreddit if caviar is toxic to raccoons.
Yeah.
Like trying to kill them with like $200 lobster.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was thinking about putting orange oil in bottle caps and placing it in corners of the house. Is there a better way to place the oil? Should I dilute the oil with water or just keep it as is? What's even the thought process for thinking this will work? I don't
Orange.
get it.
They
Orange?
spray that with orange and it makes them sick and they die.
The top comment is it won't work. At best, it will mildly repel them from the immediate area and stink up your house. Also, if you have a cat, it'll stress your cat out. And somebody else responds, and give you cancer. Most essential oils are carcinogenic, which I did not know.
I didn't know that either, but there's a woman in my office who does essential oils just like out in the air and everyone in the office can smell it. It's the most disgusting shit in the whole world. So I'm glad to hear that she's going to die.
Wait, hold on. I just really like the Griffin, do you want to read the one that I just sent?
I'd like to. Smart Rat is eluding everything I do. Going crazy. I'm looking for help. We have one rat in our house. I'm honestly thinking it used to be someone's pet rat because of how smart this thing is. I know wild rats are smart, but this one is going to deprive me of any sanity I have left. I've done all
I like
the
idea that pet rats are like trained to torture
yeah, they're like
you.
intelligent. Yeah.
They're not trained to like hop up on a box.
Trained to hide in the vents and
yeah, steal and betray and nibble. That's what pet rats are trained to do.
I've done all the things Google has told me to, left out snap traps with bait that aren't going to snap to gain trust, baited live traps, done both with gloved hands so there's no human scent, glue traps, electric traps, camera to monitor where he goes, everything. We can't catch him, period. It's been almost a year now. He likes to go under my oven and I can't take it anymore. New one comes tomorrow and I can't tolerate the smell that comes from using the oven once he's made himself cozy under it while he's playing around the house. We know he's made himself comfy in a hole he made in the wall. I've set traps right at the entrance and nothing. Please, please help me. I'm desperate and honestly about to tell my fiance to sit out at night with a BB gun to take him out sniper style. We have 99% of our belongings in totes or locked up in cabinets we know he can't get into.
It's one rat. Jesus. Just being tormented by Jerry.
Yeah. No, the rat is like out in the yard doing like Sekiro parries to the BBs. Like he's like deflecting them with his tail. I think we're at about time.
We're about time. All right, guys. Be sure to provide a loving home to all the rats in your house. And send them to other houses.
This is a pro rat podcast.
Yep.
Keep playing with your rat.
Yeah, play with your rat, milk your rat. Train it and send it into other people's houses. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.